It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. John McAfee did not kill himself. But who wanted him dead? And who is next? Let's find out now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click the like, leave your comments. Definitely help us out by sharing this video. All right? On your timelines and your groups, okay? Check in.
But not at Joe's house.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I don't need people knowing where I live. I really just don't.
Right.
And I don't know people that know who I am knowing that you're at my house, but that's a totally different story.
You don't need your car messed with again.
No.
That's right.
Drop a few pounds, maybe I won't care. All right, so.
Oh.
No, that's a joke.
Just undo the check-in.
That's a joke.
Too late.
It's like I'm Kermit, she's Miss Piggy.
Oh, my God.
So, I'm pissed, but I'm over it now.
Yeah, sure.
All right, before I get into why John McAfee, and, if you don't know who he is, you're about to, why he did not kill himself, but, and also who wanted him dead, and who is next, a couple of things about the man that will lead up to my hypothesis.
So I can do my conspiracy thinking.
It is Thursday. Conspiracy Theory Thursday.
Yes, everything here is said in jest. It's just part of a bit.
Yes. YouTube.
Thank you, Lawyer Wayne.
YouTube. This is right.
It's a gag.
It's a gag.
It's for a laugh.
It's all for fun.
There's a reason why I'm not a felon.
Well, somebody got gagged, that's for sure. But yeah, check this out. The story reads that antivirus software tycoon John McAfee apparently hanged himself in a Spanish jail cell. This was on Wednesday, a day ago. And it was also just hours after a court ruled that he would be extradited to face federal charges in the U.S. on tax evasion.
Oh.
So Spanish authorities, they said in a preliminary investigation, determined that there were no signs of foul play. Now, the 75-year-old tech entrepreneur was arrested in October, and was awaiting extradition in the Barcelona jail when he was allegedly found dead by hanging. Some would say he was well hung.
So he didn't have no suicidal tendencies, right?
Bay, we'll get into it.
Because they do a psych evaluation when you get arrested.
I hear you.
Yeah, Tina Armstrong in the comments says John was constantly posting saying he would not kill himself.
That's right.
So there's that.
A Spanish newspaper reported that McAfee was pulled from his cell in Barcelona and that police are investigating the circumstances around his death. Okay. So, McAfee. All right. There's the guy right there. I found the happiest picture I could have.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
He was a very rich man at one point who was a libertarian, loved freedom. He was a patriot and spoke out boldly against communism, socialism, and also the Democratic Party.
Oh, so that's why.
Well, I'm not saying that's why. Just saying this is what he spoke out against.
Liking this guy more and more.
So the guy was born in Britain on an American post. His father was an American, was in the army stationed there. His British mother lived there and birthed him there.
Dual citizen, huh?
He was primarily raised in Salem, Virginia, though. So McAfee, he was employed as a programmer. This was after graduating college. Got his degree in mathematics. The guy was a programmer at NASA's Institute for Space Studies in New York City from 68 to 1970, working on the Apollo program.
Oh, really?
Right.
Hey.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's getting deeper, huh?
Oh, it's getting real deep.
There's more conspiracies coming in my head right
This
now.
guy knows some things. From there, he went to he went to Univac. Okay, that's a company, and as a software engineer, and he later went to Xerox as an operating system architect. He designed the Xerox machines.
Oh, really?
Gosh.
Part of the team, anyway. He said he can never take full credit. Now, in 1978, he joined Computer Science Corporation as a software consultant. He worked for a consulting firm, Booz Allen Hamilton, from 1980 to 82. And in the 80s, while employed by Lockheed Martin,
That's a lot of really big names up in
That's
there.
huge, yeah.
McAfee received a copy of what is called Brain, the first computer virus for the PC, and began developing software to combat the virus. Then, in 1987, he wrote the first commercial antivirus software. Founding, McAfee Associates, and this was huge. All right. Well, he resigned in '94 and sold the remaining stake in the company. He became the company's most vocal critic in later years, urging consumers to uninstall McAfee antivirus software, which he characterized as bloatware. That's bloatware is where it's automatically installed on your computer or your phones.
And it literally just takes up space.
It just takes up,
Right.
RAM and everything.
So he did not want, I don't know, maybe did not like what information his creation was gathering and what it was turning into. Ever heard the word spyware?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So McAfee also he disavowed the company's continued use of his name because the company was still using his name after he left. But Intel bought McAfee in August of 2010, and then 2014 they said, we're not going to use your name anymore. He goes, yay! But then they said, no, we're going to use it. Right. He goes, oh. Well, the guy's his wealth, it peaked in 2007. About $100 million was in his name. But
Jeez.
in 2008, market crashes. Right. Lost a decent amount of it. I think they said he was remaining about like $5 million after that.
Wow.
It's a lot of money to lose.
That's significant.
Either into the saving account.
But he was like this, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. In February of 2014, he was making an app called Cognizant. It's an application for smartphones which displays information about the permissions of other installed applications on your phone. You know, when you go to I agree, I accept?
Except, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
He was creating an app that bullet pointed what you're actually agreeing to.
Oh, wow.
And I bet there was a lot of folks that
lot
didn't
of-
much
yeah.
care for that one.
Yep.
No. So at the DEF CON conference, this was in Vegas of August of 2014, he warned Americans not to use smartphones, suggesting that apps are used to spy on clueless consumers who do not read privacy user agreements. I fall victim to that.
Ain't nobody
Oh,
got
yeah.
time for that.
Sure, Apple, whatever.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just
Yeah.
want to know how he made it to 75.
5, yeah.
He also stated in an interview that the antivirus software is dead.
Yeah.
It no longer works. Pretty much that he was saying that a $billion industry was nothing but a fraud at this point.
I believe him.
Yeah. I think they write the viruses just so they can combat the
Combat
viruses.
'em, yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, that makes sense.
In 2016, in an interview, he gave reporters new phones that already were malware infected. They opened them out of the boxes, used the phones. Then, later on, he read encrypted text messages from the reporters using WhatsApp.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's pretty. That's not even technically advanced. I mean, that's crazy.
McAfee said, of course, the phones had malware on them. How the malware got there is the story.
Yep.
Which he said that we will release all that information after speaking with Google. He also said that it involves a serious flaw in the Android architecture. Yeah, he was exposing the spying.
And you don't want to mess with the gates.
Nope.
That's just like
Add
my
another notch.
my Apple phone is unlocked.
Well,
No, and I can go to any company with it.
well, on this one, McAfee, at this point, he unveiled the plans for his first truly private smartphone to compete against Android, Google, and Apple.
Oh yeah, they had to get no.
That wasn't going to happen. No way.
No, we can't have this.
No, thank you.
On August 13th, 2018, McAfee took a position of CEO with LuxCore, a cryptocurrency company focused on enterprise solutions.
That's crazy. I almost sound like LexCorp.
I know.
And then crypto, like Kryptonite. Okay.
Big comic book fans, these people. He said that he wanted to spend all of his time on cryptocurrencies now. Now, during these years, he got political also. Ran for president of the United States twice as a libertarian.
He really?
yeah.
Did he really?
I was going to say, he seems more libertarian than
Which
anything
year?
else.
2016 and 2020.
Yep.
I didn't even hear his name.
His main campaign issue was to promote the use of cryptocurrencies And that's when the U.S. government said, hey, we just found out that you didn't pay your
Texas.
taxes.
Yeah.
We're coming after you.
I remember seeing his name on a few ballots.
By the way, they did the same to Al Capone, if you remember.
Yep.
Little different situation.
Tax evasion, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's fast forward a little bit to January 22nd, 2019. McAfee announced via Twitter, by the way, that he would be continuing his campaign in exile following reports that he, his wife, and his 4 kids, okay, that, was it 4 kids? Could have been 3.
It probably 4.
Yeah, maybe.
Out of wedlock, probably.
Well, that also his staff members, that they were being indicted for tax-related felonies by the IRS. They began living internationally on boats in waters.
Yeah, because you can't.
You
touch
can't.
them.
Yeah, you can't extradite them on
Yeah, you
open
can't be
waters.
extradited. Yeah.
Problem is, you gotta dock once in a while.
Yeah.
To gas up.
You do. We got them.
McAfee, he contended that the taxes are illegal and claimed in 2019 that he did not file a tax return since 2010. He referred to himself as being a prime target of the U.S. Internal Revenue Service.
Now they got Wesley Snipes, so
Now-
they want their money.
January of 2019. Let's fast forward a little bit more. Do you know what happened on August 10th, 2019?
No, what's that?
That's a day we were all told that Jeffrey Epstein
Epstein killed
hung himself
I was gonna say
Oh my
in a
Epstein
suicide-proof prison.
Allegedly.
with the broken cameras
Yeah.
and no guards.
Yeah.
And his cellmate had to leave.
Yes.
That's right.
The guards
don't-
were asleep,
Yep.
and this camera didn't work.
I don't want to lose this comment. Tina Armstrong, I have no idea how you know all this, but she says John specifically said, this is in addition to her other comment, that if he was ever found dead by suicide, that he did not kill himself, and he even got a tattoo that said whacked.
Well, I'm glad you're stepping all over my monologue.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to lose her comment.
Don't worry. Then, November 30th, 2019, McAfee tweeted a picture of his new tattoo
Swacked.
and posted,
$ whack.
Yeah.
okay, saying getting subtle messages from U.S. officials saying, in effect, quote, "We're coming for you, McAfee.
Yep.
We're going to kill yourself. I got a tattoo today just in case. If I suicide myself, I didn't. I was whacked.
Yep.
Check my right arm."
$ mean paid to get
Is
whacked.
now available on McAfeeX.com. That tattoo.
Then December, no, not December. Now we're looking at October 2020.
And all this in jail, right?
No,
No, this
that
was,
was
leading
before
up to
then.
it.
Leading up,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Because October 5th of 2020, that's when McAfee was arrested. In Spain, at the request of the U.S. Department of Justice, the IRS alleged that he earned millions of dollars from 2014 to 2018, but failed to file income tax returns. So McAfee, well, he was incarcerated in Spain, pending extradition to the United States. Check this one out. On October 15th, he was able to tweet to the public
From jail?
from
Yeah,
jail
people do that now.
In Spain.
in
Well,
Spain.
thing is,
You'd be-
it's this
you'd be-
easy. It's this
you'd be-
easy.
you'd be-
If I'm in jail, I ask my buddy, "Hey,
Yep.
we get on my Twitter and tweet this for me."
Yep.
Right. It's-
Nah,
it's that simple.
either that or they have the phone.
Or you can have a phone in jail.
Yeah.
Because they do that.
Some jails will allow it. I don't know what the
They've got
rules are. at
tablets.
I was
Spanish
just
prison.
surprised.
They've got
that-
tablets in Montgomery County Jail now.
Yep.
I was just surprised that it was in Spain, that's all.
Potentially from his prison wallet, he pulled out his phone and typed this: "I am content here. I have friends. The food is good. All is well. Know that if I hang myself a la Epstein, it will be no fault of mine." Then, a week ago, on June 16th, 2021, McAfee tweeted and pinned this to his Twitter: "The U.S. believes I have hidden crypto. I wish I did, but it has dissolved through the many hands of Team McAfee. Your belief is not required, and my remaining assets are all seized. My friends have all evaporated through fear of association. I have nothing, yet regret nothing."
Sounds like a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Really?
And then on June 23rd, 2021, the Spanish National Court authorized the extradition of McAfee to the United States for criminal charges in Tennessee. McAfee died a few hours later. Do you know why Tennessee?
Why? Yeah, I'm curious. Why?
In 2015, McAfee resided in Lexington,
Really?
Tennessee. And
Whoa, wait. Lexington, Tennessee or Lexington, Kentucky?
Tennessee.
Okay.
That's why he was being extradited to the volunteer state.
Gotcha.
I was hoping to meet him. An hour after his death was announced, McAfee's official Instagram posted this image right here. An image of a bold letter Q. Well,
what significance is?
Star Trek?
QAnon?
Probably,
QAnon.
probably a Star Trek
I was
fan.
thinking
QAnon.
QAnon.
Nah.
Yeah.
Probably means something else. Star Trek.
Well, the Facebook-owned Instagram not only took down the post, but deleted his entire account.
Oh.
Wow.
Reports are saying that it was maybe posted by his wife. By the way, you could still follow Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson on their Instagram if you like. Now, check this one out. Edward Snowden. He also weighed in and said Julian Assange could be next to die by suicide.
In jail.
Oh, yeah.
They're very depressed in jail. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, according to his post, he was pretty happy there and the food was good.
Said he was
you know?
content.
He tweeted, Europe should not extradite those accused of nonviolent crimes. Well, until the he also said that I mean, I thought what he said was pretty good in his tweet. Snowden, he said that Europe should not extradite those accused of nonviolent crimes to a court system so unfair and prison system so cruel that native-born defendants would rather die than become a subject to it. Julian Assange could be next, was later said in the tweet.
and where is Assange located currently now? He's still at the embassy, right, in another country?
No, he got arrested.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did get arrested.
Last I heard, they had him in a hole somewhere and were giving him weird drugs.
In Europe.
I've heard so many different
Right?
things.
Well, Snowden is in Russia.
He's in
Assange
Russia, yeah.
is in England.
English. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, I don't know. After going over it all and seeing everyone's reactions, everyone's news feeds, making my own opinion, I believe the man who helped us land on the moon created the initial virus-fighting software, who then exposed how the, I don't know, that software turned billion-dollar industry, and he exposed them as frauds, who also had the know-how and information on how automatically installed apps and malware are currently on our phones and computers, which we didn't ask for, which are secretly able to know every key that we press and type, and that he wanted to expose it all on the grand stage. Who was going to create a true secure phone to compete against Android, Google, and Apple. I would buy the secure phone. Well, he was hours away of coming home to the volunteer state, but he didn't get his day in court. He was silenced, and I believe not on his own will. I can't wait to hear this autopsy report.
Yeah, you think they're going to release it?
Plus, when McAfee was 15, his father killed himself with a gun. Knowing that pain, do you really think he would put that on his children?
I was going to say, he's got 4 kids. Regardless if they're out of wedlock, he wouldn't do that to the kids.
But you know what they're going to do is they're going to spin it the opposite way.
Yeah.
They're going to say that mental illness runs in his family, and I guarantee you that's how they're going to try and spin it.
So, did he do it? Or did he not do it? Bay, what do you got, man?
He didn't kill himself.
He used the cough button.
He's the cough button.
I'm like, did I mute him?
No, he didn't kill himself.
Oh, you don't think he did?
Think about it. He was only in there for what? Tax evasion?
Yeah.
That was it? Mm-hmm. That's all? Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, we can go back to, people like, oh, he was wanted for murder in Guatemala and Belize. Well, he kind of He was a suspect in a case that happened down there. His neighbor was killed, so he was a suspect of interest.
But that is a suspect.
Yeah, I know.
That's it.
Never convicted, never
So-
charged. Right.
You know, so nah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can understand him killing himself if he kills some people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But tax evasion?
In 2015, he was arrested in Tennessee. You know what for?
What?
DUI.
I was gonna say DUI probably.
DUI.
That's no.
I wouldn't want to come back to face that.
No. Oh God, no. Terrible.
Lawyer Wayne?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Of course.
He killed himself.
Of course.
How?
He probably hung himself.
How?
Yeah, well, you wait for your, I know he had a roommate there, but you wait for your roommate to be gone somewhere else in the prison, and then you tie some stuff together and you hang yourself.
All right, here.
Crazy.
Off microphone. What do you think? You're now muted.
Oh, there's no way he killed himself. No,
Okay.
He got whacked.
Okay.
And Joe just lied to you. So.
Just like the government lied to
Just
us.
saying, just saying.
They lied to him.
Red Pill Jen.
Back on the record?
No,
Okay.
Back on the record.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't think he killed himself. I think if he was suicidal, then he had ample time while he was sailing the international seas, hiding from the government to do so. So why would he allow himself to even get arrested if his end game was to off himself to start with?
And saying that he was enjoying prison.
Yeah.
Sure, it was in the early days of prison. You know, who knows? Who knows? But Adam, what do you think?
I'm gonna say no. I mean,
No.
there's too much undertone to this story. It does go back to the Epstein. There's too much left out, and I don't think he was suicidal, regardless of his father's history of killing himself. But also, you read those tweets and you see that I'm content here. Like, I guarantee you, he was just sick and tired of just running from governments and stuff. That he finally was like, you know what? I'm just gonna relax, like in this jail, and just be okay.
He was hours away from being
He's like,
home base.
let me go back and we'll face the truth and everything
Right.
like that. So I don't think he killed himself.
What do you got, Chief?
No, he didn't do it.
Why?
Well, I mean, Bay made a good point. It's tax evasion. It's not like, it's not like he's a rapist or something where he's going to get in our jail system and then
He has
he's
been
gonna get
accused
killed,
of rape, but again, never charged.
Right, but I mean, it's just a white-collar crime. He'll sit in a jail cell and, be content for the rest of his life, and, that'll be that. But he had way too much dirt on way too many people, and they wanted to keep him quiet.
Oh, I bet he had some information. Mikey Glaze, you're a pretty well-informed guy. You got to be reasonable. You don't think that he did hang himself?
I don't think he did.
Damn it! I'm trying to get someone.
I mean, it's unanimous, Joe.
Yeah, why not, Mike? Why did he not kill himself?
I bet you got some people up there try to set it up and thinking he gonna commit suicide. Could be some prisoners that don't like him. Who knows?
Who knows? Could have been a prisoner.
I don't know how the laws work in Spain with their life insurance. Because if you kill yourself, you don't get no life insurance. And he had a family, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think he would leave his family. You know what I'm saying?
That's an
Where
interesting
is his
point.
Another excellent
Do we know
point,
where
yeah.
his family is now? Like where they're currently located?
Yes.
Are they here in the States?
I do not know exactly.
Okay, because I was gonna say if they're here in the States, I guarantee you he was excited to be like, I'm going back to the States. Even if I'm in jail, I still get to see my family back in the States.
Right.
So I guarantee you that he had that going through his mind too.
Maybe they're still on the boat floating.
Maybe they're almost out of gas though.
Is Julian Assange next?
Possibly.
I don't know. I mean, they've had so much time to off him if they really wanted to. I think he's too valuable.
Fosse
Honestly,
next.
I really think that Assange is too valuable to them.
Could be. What are your thoughts on it all? Type in your comments. Give us a like. If you learned anything, give us a share. All right? Well, coming up.
Oh, we didn't get no flags.
Nope.
I know. I kept an eye on that. I was like, are we getting flagged?
Knock
Because it
on
was just a
wood.
bit. It's all a joke.
It's a bit. It's a
Yeah.
joke.
It's
YouTube.
just a joke.
It's a joke.
No,
Facebook.
they're all just waiting for us at our houses.
Yeah.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.